One of the greatest opportunities I ever had was I went from working in kitchens that were closed to open kitchens. In an open kitchen, all you have is how you behave on display every day for everyone. And it really opened my eyes to what guests saw versus how I was envisioning it myself. There was one time in particular. It was during a restaurant opening. The entire restaurant was busy. We were short-staffed, and everybody who was available to help on the expo, on the cell, was busy, working the line, working the dining room. I looked to the left and I looked to the right. At that moment, I realized if this shift was going to be a success, it had to be a success based on everything that was in place. No help was coming. So what we did is we spoke to the team. I spoke to the team real quick and said, hey, this is going to be a rough and bumpy ride. We're gonna do the absolute best. We're gonna put out great, amazing food, and we're gonna make this happen. And then we proceeded to, with high intensity and with purpose, create great and amazing food and serve the guests. That's when I think accountability really takes root. And you may go through the process and say, okay, hey, we had this shift or that shift, but how many of us go back and do a full-scale autopsy on that and look at, okay, X was on the stone, or the person who was on expo or cash did a really great job, but if they would have had this skill or if they could do this a little bit better. After the rush or after a busy shift, real leadership, really taking accountability, is about looking what was successful with it, calling that out, and then taking the things that need to improve and working with the team so that as your teammates go through their day, their shift, their week, their month, their time with us at Piada, that they get incrementally better. Every person you ever work with, they're all going to leave. They're all going to go somewhere else. But your responsibility as the leaders in the business are to give everything to them so that they can be better today, tomorrow, and their next job. That's the culture that I'm most proud of. When I see our team, I see our managers, our partners, having those conversations with people and making that difference where, you may see a partner in Texas who previously worked in Ohio and someone's coming up from a training team and they're like, hey, what's going on? And this camaraderie spans thousands of miles. That's the relationship that really creates a strong bond and a strong culture. This is Chef Matt for 3 Minute Thursdays. We'll see you next week.